My date was supposed to be tonight, heavy on the supposed to be. All right, so every time I would talk to homeboy, and y'all know I said he was fine, I was like, is he just relying on them looks? Because when's his personality going to pop on through? And it's fine. Sometimes people just peek, in person. Totally fine. But I just wasn't getting anything from him. He wasn't a big texter and perfect. Neither am I. My friends can let you know. But he did send me a text message on Thursday, and he said, by the way, I know your ex. Okay. God is doing a new thing. Don't you perceive it, boy? And then he said, he actually texted me this on yesterday. And then he said, hey, I'll FaceTime you tonight. I was like, perfect. Let's see if some of that personality gonna come on through. And I was prepared. Like, if he was gonna bring up my ex, I was just be like, I don't want to talk about how you know him. I could really give it. And fun fact, I know his ex too. Okay. And the thing too, like, especially a man, if he says, hey, I'm gonna call you, I'm gonna contact you. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna be like blowing you up before that. We will talk when you said that you're gonna contact me. Cool. So it was like 9 o'clock and I looked at my phone and I was like, oh, homeboy hasn't FaceTime me yet. And he don't know it, but his window is getting small to do so because I'm about to like take all of this off and head to bed. And when I hit the pillow, I'm done. So that's exactly what I did, is I did my little skincare routine and I went to bed. I woke up to a message from him. I guess he messaged me, it was like midnight. And he was said, hey, sorry, I'll call you tomorrow. And I need to make this clear. I was not like, oh, he didn't call me. But a man is as good as his word. You're not coming through in the very beginning, in the time that you're supposed to be like wooing me. You're not coming through with micro commitments. How the hell am I going to trust you with bigger ones? I said, you know what? I just don't think it's going to work out. I think you're a nice guy, but it's wild me trying to talk through that. I said I wasn't really feeling it anyways. I mean, Mr. No Personality. I wasn't mean, but then, you're just not really following through with it. So I'm just not here for you. You know what he said? I can see why you and your ex didn't work out. Yeah, because he couldn't follow through with his commitments either. And we're not going to do that. Blocked.
So she said when his homeboy's personality is going to kick in because he's fine. Again, more proof that a single mom, instead of looking for the important things like, I don't know, could he possibly be a good stepdad or whatever? No, it's all about him being the chattest Chad or the Tyronest Tyrone there could possibly be. I mean, what can I say when you think taco first, important stuff later, right? And then after that, the copium. I mean, she goes on a long tirade of, yeah, this is the reason why, we didn't go out, because he didn't follow through with commitments, and commitments are super important, yada, 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 and something about him knowing you're her ex, and she knows his ex, and whatnot. And Corinne, you just kept going on a rant, talking about how he stood you up, how you went to sleep, and how you really don't care. Sure, of course you don't care. That's why you made this entire TikTok video, because you don't care. That's why after he sent you the text, you kept blabbering about it, and you needed to share it to the world. Hey, world, check it out. I really don't care about this Chad. You see this? I'm telling you all that I blocked him. That's so important for you. I mean, seriously, it's really evident why he stood you up, even after you put in all that effort for your makeup. You were dating a guy with options. You were dating a guy who had another chick. I mean, you were probably the backup date. And he was like, you know what? I'm just going to go out with somebody better. He probably took that other girl out, smashed her walls in. And then at midnight, once he finished, he's like, okay, let me go home, take a shower. And then after he finished the shower, oh, yeah, let me text this girl. Hey, girl, what's up? And you could claim all you want that it doesn't affect you, but it obviously did because you read it. If you really didn't care, the moment that he stood you up, right before you went to sleep, you would have just blocked him right there. Just say it. This video is for your own personal closure. It does absolutely nothing to him. I mean, what do you think is going to happen? He's like watching this video. He's like, oh man, I'm so heartbroken. Let me go back to the other chick I smashed last night and smash her one more time so I could somehow, some way forget you. But don't worry, Queen. We all know that single moms like you are always the top priority in every man's dating roster, right? And for a second there, I was half expecting this Queen to tell us all that she called up all her best female friends and they all gossiped and talked about him and how he didn't deserve her. He was beneath her. He was just doing the bare minimum. Because obviously, if he's that hot, one of her female friends is going to want to ride that sausage and give her friend the best advice she can give her to get her away from a tour of Pound Town with a guy. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
Just a little bit of encouragement for any single or solo parents out there who are dating at the moment. The dating culture right now is really, really tough. I know firsthand. It took me about 14 or 15 months of dating before I found something real. And a lot of times I gave up during that time. I would date for a few months and I would get discouraged, and then I would stop dating, and then a couple months would go by, and then I would give someone a chance again. So I had dated several people in the last year, 1 or 2 dates, 3 dates, 4 dates, whatever it was, trying to find a good fit, trying to find the person who I'm meant to be with, the person I'm meant to start a family with, somebody who fit well in the family that I already had with Gray. But this is just a little bit of encouragement to say, keep on going, keep on dating. I'm so glad that I did not give up dating. I'm glad that I continue to put myself out there, even when I was discouraged, even when I got my heart broken, even when it wasn't a good fit and it felt like a waste of time. 14 months taught me a lot about myself and about what I do and do not want. And I'm very, very grateful that it was all in God's timing and not in my own, because if it were up to me, I would have met the man that I'm seeing right now the first date that I went on after I had my son. 14 months ago, if he had been the man sitting at that table, and I could have skipped through all of the other bull crap that I had to go through in order to lead me to meeting him, that would have been my choice. But I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I've learned. I wouldn't have learned to be patient and to trust in God, and then to know that there was a plan. May not have even worked to that point, because as much as I thought I was not truly emotionally ready to bring somebody in, to let somebody into my life. So I'm very grateful for the way that things happened. Obviously, it's easy to look back now and see that everything happened for a reason, and that I was meant to be where I am today, and I was meant to be with the person that I'm with, and I'm very, very grateful for that. But I'm not gonna lie and say that it was easy to trust in the moment. In the moment, during those 14 months when I was dating, I was so discouraged. Like, why wasn't I meeting the right person? Why was nobody a good fit? Like, I began to feel unlovable, almost like I would never find a good fit for me and my son. And that was just not the case. So again, just a little bit of encouragement. If you have it on your heart to put yourself out there and date, please do so. Continue to keep your heart open. I promise that there is somebody amazing out there for you. And if it takes a few months, a few years, you will meet that person and you will be happy and content. God does not want you to be alone and sad. I promise. He's out there.
Ho, ho, ho! Fiction can be fun.
Hold up. The math ain't mathing to me. I mean, she said that she's a single mom, but she went on several dates with a bunch of people this last year and some change to, quote, find the person to start a family with, along with the family that she already has with Gray. So what's wrong with your ex? I mean, if you already had kids with him, why don't you just fix things with your ex? Keep the family together. So let me get this straight. You want to start a brand new family by bringing in some other man's saved game into it, and the new guy is going to have to accept that. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a sucker's deal at all. I'm pretty sure it's a wonderful deal, and the guy's going to be totally stoked to do it. Now, before any of you out there come out and say, oh, well, how do you know he's a blue pill beta? Did you hear what she said? She said if it was up to her, she would have met the guy she's with right now the day after she gave birth to her son. Notice that she didn't say that she wished he would have been the father of the kid. Notice that she didn't say she wished she would have met him, period. No, after the other man saved game is already in play. Okay, I got me a good sucker now to pick up the tab. So yeah, I'll wager a very small amount that the guy is as blue pill as they come. And somehow, some way, she says that in the last 14 months of dating, she's had an epiphany. She's gotten ultimate amounts of wisdom. Oh boy, this woman is in dire need of copious amounts of therapy. And I gotta say, Queen, I don't like the fact that you're starting to bring a higher power into this and profess that the higher power did all this on your behalf. I mean, this is not anyone else's decision but your own. You are in the situation you are in because of the choices you made. You were given free will to make these choices, and you made them, so stop trying to bring anyone else into this. This is 100% your choices and your accountability. I mean, what external power are you going to bring 7 to 10 years down the road when you decide, oh, he wasn't the right person, so you're going to leave him because you need to find yourself again? Oh, that's right, queens like you always fall back on astrology. I mean, of course, you're just going to say, well, I was thinking it was one thing, but when I made that choice a long time ago, Mars and Jupiter and Venus weren't aligned perfectly, so that's what completely threw me off. And because I'm a Virgo, obviously I was not in the right mind. But, the next guy that I found down the road, he's definitely going to be the perfect guy. He's going to be my soulmate. And he's going to be over 6 feet tall, jacked, rich, have a mansion, and he's going to want to take care of all my children. Because I deserve this. Oh, forgot to mention that he's going to take care of my dozen cats. Moving on.
How are we dating these days? Single, divorced, 30-ish parents. How are we dating? People are telling me, oh, you'll meet somebody. You'll meet somebody when you least expect it. You'll meet somebody where you go. I live in a small-ass town. I work from home. I only go to the gym. And God knows, if you're a man, you cannot look or breathe in the direction of a female in the gym without having to worry about having your face posted to TikTok and having Joey Swole all over your ass. Like, I don't go anywhere. I don't drink. I don't go to bars. How am I supposed to meet anybody? I don't do dating apps because that's just a storm in itself. Like, and on top of that, like, when I was thinking about the divorce situation, I was like, it's going to be hard to find somebody to date as a single parent. And I knew that. I was good with that. I know. I get it. Don't come after me. I know. But, like, it's a lot harder than I realized. I have single friends around the same age, and they talk about how hard it is to find somebody that's not a parent in their 30s that is single, and that they don't, want somebody with kids. And that's good for them and all, but, like, I'm sitting there like, nobody's ever gonna want me because I have kids. Like, they're kids. It's not like I have a date hanging over my head or something. Like, damn, I ain't asking you to be their stepdaddy or anything. I'd like to go out to dinner and maybe go out on the lake. Like, I don't know why that's so hard to ask for. And I don't know how I'm gonna ask for it, because there ain't nobody around to ask. I'm just lonely. That's all. Okay, have a good day.
Wait a minute, Colleen. You said that you knew it was going to be tough dating as a single parent and you were good with that, but now you're not good with it before you got divorced. Yeah, it looks like you absolutely didn't know what you were getting yourself into, and you absolutely were not prepared for this. So what did you think? I mean, rhetorical question. Let me answer that for you. You looked in the mirror, you said, hey, I'm cute, and I got these tats, and I'm pretty sure this is going to attract the bad boy I want. I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to slay anyway. It'll be a little bit tougher, but not as tough as I think it's going to be because, I was single before. I was able to get a bunch of guys. Maybe I'll get 20% fewer guys this time around, now that I'm a single mom. Aren't wrong. And now you're asking yourself, why does anyone want to date me? They're kids. It's nothing grave. Yeah, that's in your imagination. That's your belief. For a guy who's going to go out with you, he's not seeing they're just kids. He's seeing, okay, that's another man's saved game. You said, oh, well, he doesn't have to be a stepdaddy. Are you kidding? Do you really think that's the way it's going to end up? No, the way it's going to end up is you're going to date him and you're going to expect him to step up, to be a real man, to do everything that you expect of him. Men already know this. Men know all the tricks. Men know that. Single moms, you say that you're lonely. You don't want love. You want help. That is the reality of it. You're stuck with the consequences of your own decisions, and you want someone to throw you a lifeline. You want that next guy to come in here and play Captain Saver 304. Unfortunately for you, it looks like these online videos, especially the ones on YouTube, talking about these kind of things, talking about these traps, warning men, it must be taking effect, because even for a mid like you, it's getting harder to date. It's getting harder to find a guy. It's getting harder to find a sucker out there wanting to pay full price for a car with 200,000 miles on it, huh? But don't you fret, Colleen. All you gotta do is look older. Why don't you date a guy who's 10 years older than you? I know you're thinking, no, I'm too young to do that. Yeah, sure. Give yourself a couple years. Then you're going to find yourself desperate to find even those guys who are probably going to pass upon you. All the while, the guys that are in your age group, all they're doing is taking you on a tour to Pound Town, pile driving you through your and their mattresses. And they won't have a problem using you like a rental car. They'll run you through all the gears, put the pedal to the metal, ride it hard, and then take it back to the lot they found it and leave it there for the next guy to come around and have a ride. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.